So I think the thing with North Korea, and this is where I think the technology that we're talking about in the book can have a more immediate positive impact, is I think North Korea has really paralyzed our government for many decades now. Not just President Obama, but it goes back to President Clinton, who struck the first deal, with North Korea, to try to get them not to build nuclear weapons. So people feel they're stuck between letting, I think, a pretty unstable person have access now to ICBMs, and they just tested a hydrogen bomb, basically. And then, again, you could have a conventional war where you try to destroy these sites, which would succeed, but Seoul, which is a city of over 20 million people and has 30,000 American troops stationed there, is just within artillery distance of North Korea. So you could have strikes, and you're going to have 1 million civilian casualties in Seoul. So what do? I think you need to have options in between those two polar opposites, and this is where the technology can come in. So, for example, I think robotics gives you the ability to build drones that will patrol the airspace around North Korea that are designed to shoot at missiles in their most vulnerable launch phase. You could put ballistic missile defense on ships and surround North Korea with what we call the Aegis cruiser, anti-missile cruisers, but upgrade their technology and make them more automated so they also can quickly strike any missile they see. And then I think ultimately you can put over North Korea a missile defense system. The most effective missile defense system would be one based in space that strikes the missiles just as they're starting to launch. Our current national missile defense system, which is based in Alaska and California, tries to shoot the missiles in their what's called their terminal phase, after they've come out of space and they're shooting down onto the target. That's the hardest time to hit them, when they're accelerating at the fastest
And our success
speed.
rates aren't great.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not perfect, certainly.
To change the calculation, they just have to work a little bit. But obviously, you want it to be perfect. If you want it to increase your chances, you got to shoot when the missiles are first taking off, when they're slowest and they're easiest to spot. That requires, I think, this kind of layered system: space, drones, and then the other aspect of North Korea is we should be doing all kinds of things to coerce and pressure the regime to give up the nuclear weapon programs that they have, and that should involve cyber. I think would be most effective there. Why not freeze or transfer out all the assets of the North Korean leadership that they've got stashed all around the world in banks? Why not hack into and take down any company that trades with North Korea? We may not be able to get the Chinese government to stop relations, but we could certainly go after all the Chinese companies that are trading with North Korea, prevent North Korea in its ability to buy and sell technology, put up a blockade, basically a full economic and internet blockade of North Korea. All those things, again, that's not going to shoot down missiles, but that's going to increase the punishment on North Korea and the cost for trying to maintain this kind of arsenal.
Be sure to check out John's book, Striking Power: How Cyber, Robots, and Space Weapons Change the Rules of War.